Today, ladies and gents, we're going to go over part 2 of my how to create an Easter basket in Xara tutorial, and we're going to talk about how to create the grass. This grass right here is what I'm talking about. I picked up this method doing some tutorials on the Xara Zone that Gary Priester used to moderate, and it was one of his tutorials that I picked it up from. So props to him for showing me this method a long time ago. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my freehand and brush tool, and I am going to give it a particular shape. And I'm going to go ahead and do this convex shape right here, where it's fat on one end and skinny towards the top. Yeah. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw a few lines, and I need to bump that up to about, that's nowhere near where I want it to be. Hold on. About an 8 at least. Go back to the convex shape. There we go. And it probably could even go a little bit bigger than that, but let's keep it with 8 for a while. Now I'm going to go ahead, and this is, I've got my sketch mode enabled, so every time I start a new line it's going to not connect with the others. Another important thing. So I'm just going to continue on and make a few different lines, and they don't have to be all straight like this one. Matter of fact, I want a few of them to be a little bit curved. Yeah, and they don't have to be of the same length or curve the same way, that kind of thing. Well, that one I don't want. But yeah, like that. All right. Now that I've got a few different lines like this, these are going to be my blades of grass. Now, like I say, all these are individual lines right now, and I want them to be shaped. So I'm going to go to my Arrange menu and use Convert Line to Shape to convert them all to shapes now. Now, all of these are shapes, and that's a fairly good thing. I'm going to go ahead and pull this guy down a little bit, maybe even increase him in size just a tad. But you can make adjustments however you wish. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and select all of them, and I'm going to apply a linear fill. All right, so more or less from bottom to top, I want to have a different fill. So I'm going to go ahead and select the bottom fill point first, and I want to give it a dark green color. Okay, and then I'm going to press the Tab key to select my top, the pointed end of the arrow on the fill, and I'm going to give it a nice light green color, and maybe not quite that light. Something like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, so that's now my individual blades of grass. Now, I'm going to go ahead and select, marquee select all of them, and I'm going to go ahead and create a brush. And I'm going to go ahead and call this Grass 02. I think I have to name it because I already have a 01. Yeah? Okay. So that being done, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line here. Now, this is still the same type of line that I drew last time, but I'll make it flat like that, and I'm going to go ahead and select my Grass 2 brush. And because this is very, very tiny right now, because it's only set at 8 pixels, I'm going to go ahead and bump that up to about 64 pixels. And there we go. I've got some reasonable looking grass. Maybe that's still a bit too small. I can bump it up to 96. There you go. That's about the same size as what I was originally drawing it. Now that I have that, I'm going to take all of this and move it down, because I don't want that to get in the way of what I'm doing. And I'm going to go ahead and draw some grass right across the top. And I still have my enabled, my sketch mode enabled, so that I don't continue drawing lines, or my lines don't continue from where I left off. I'm just going to draw a few lines across this to give the impression that there are some blades of grass going across here. Yeah, and you can keep on doing this as many times as you want, but that's probably enough, about maybe 5 or 6 times, something like that, to give the impression of the grass. And that's pretty much it. That's how you create grass in Xara. And hope you found that interesting and useful, and we'll be back next time and we'll start working on the basket.